Do not believe this myth about temptation. Because if you do believe this myth about temptation, it's going to give you so much unnecessary heartache. Being tempted by sin or going through temptation is not a sin. Being tempted is human and expected. There's some people out there that believe that they should never be tempted and that they're in sin because they're experiencing temptation. But again, you're not in sin because you're experiencing temptation. That is human, that's expected, and we're going to deal with that for the rest of our lives. We are always going to be tempted in this life. We're going to have temptations that come from the flesh. We're going to have temptations that come from the world. We're going to have temptations that come from the devil. Being tempted is not a problem. Being tempted is not sin. It's what you do with that temptation, whether you fall into it or resist it, that determines on whether or not you are actually in sin. You're perfectly okay. You're perfectly fine as long as you don't fall into that temptation. Now, if you willfully put yourself in a situation where you know you're going to be tempted, then yes, you're in sin. Because you knew the right thing to do, which was to avoid things that lead you towards sin, and you decided to do it anyway, and then you put yourself in a place of temptation. It's wiser and the right thing to do to avoid any and all situations that you know are going to lead you into sin. So I hope this helped and brought you some clarity. If you want more content like this, just go and drop a sub or follow.